So after crossing 35th Avenue, Mom is heading towards Northern Boulevard, and it's dark now, but it's pretty warm in Flushing community right now. And across the street, that is the Korean church that was always selling used goods, and I think you can recognize. And in front, that is Bank of America. The left, here's a nursing home, and anyway, so Mom was thinking the best way for our family to team up together, starting from Mom. Mom needs to get the story straight for everybody so that everyone can review what's really in Mom's mind, right? It's very important when Mom's choices led to so many people's misunderstandings, and there are so many versions of the different stories about Mom. So Mom should take responsibility to clarify. Yeah, it is truly a very, very interesting setting here in Flushing. When Mom first entered Flushing, at the time, was also not aware of what kind of community Mom is getting into. But now, how many years? First time Mom came to Flushing was to stay for one night was in 2004. 2004 was a year that at the very beginning of 2004, Mom was called in by Dr. Jerry Nippon. Dr. Jerry Nippon is the director of the Banora Research Institute. Former name is Virginia Mason Research Center. And Banora Research Institute located on the 9th Avenue, Seneca Street, downtown Seattle. And in the year of 2004, early in the year, Dr. Jerry Nippon called Mom into his office and told Mom that Mom should shut down the laboratory tomorrow. And his face looked very pale, and apparently he was going through a very, very tough choice, but also it was apparent that he has already made up his mind. Okay. So why Mom's lab need to be shut down? What kind of situation Mom was in at that time? If you review the literature and Mom's publication in the year of 2003 and in the year of 2004, Mom was publishing review articles. What do you mean review articles? Only when you are leader, international leader in the area that you are studying, you will be asked to review the subject of your study. Mom was sitting on the review board for JBC. In the year of 2004, Mom was invited to review an article submitted to JBC by professor from Tsinghua University, and that eventually led Mom to visit China in October 2004. But in the early year of 2004, early months of 2004, why Mom was given a request by the research center director, Dr. Jerry Nippon, to shut down the research laboratory when Mom was an international leader in her own research field that she started. And she cracked open the black box in 1993. And she spent 7 years as a rising star in Harvard Medical School to study the frontier life science subject called TGF-beta cytokines. TGF-beta family cytokines. It's a superfamily. It's a superfamily of a cluster of cytokines, which means small proteins, and they have the power to instruct the cell to become a bone cell, a neuron, a blood cell, a kidney cell, to form all the organs in the human body. And they include the BMP, bone morphogenetic proteins. Basically, the family contains the molecular kings. That's what Mom eventually called them, the kings of the molecules in the human body, that they form their nation. They form their world. So Mom was one who identified the protein sitting on the cell membrane that sends the message from those molecular kings and then transmit the messages into the cell, eventually through a cascade of messengers work, crisscrossing and passing the important messages from the membrane to the cytoplasm, to the nucleus where the DNA, the brain of the cell is, and then to orchestrate a whole cascade of molecular behaviors of the cell. And further, eventually Mom was the one discovered that they directly talk to the protein degradation machinery called a proteasome, and they are in charge of determining the lifespan of some other key regulators of the cell functions. So they are truly the king of kings in every regard, and that's the reason they can lead. That's the reason they can build nation cell nations, right? Turn into tissue, turn into organ. Eventually the organs form and work together and turn into this beautiful whole body. So Mom was the scientist starting from 1992, after getting PhD degree, entering Harvard in 1993, and then spent 7 years, day in and day out, every moment, intensively understanding these molecules, incredible molecules and powerful molecules, and spend most of the time, basically all her time, to be acquainted with the king of kings at the molecular level, and to try to be the one to explain how they operate at the microcosmic world. And it was from those studies that eventually Mom was awakened and started to cultivate. Mom just crossed the Northern Boulevard. Here is a critical site. Just want to review that for you. Here we go. That is Union Street. Coming this way. And here is the Northern Boulevard. Going that way. That is Flushing High School. Right across the street. Behind the fences. And this is where Mom always cross the street and enter onto Union Street. And usually at this time, Mom remembers to call you and start to leave you a message, because this is now the neighborhood that Mom and your sister spent a lot of time around here when she was before 3.5, when she had to leave Flushing. And so here is the neighborhood. Alrighty, Mom is gonna pause again right here.